Hey everyone, I know how you guys are doing at home. Um, one of the things about fulfillment, right? We have the science achievement and the art of fulfillment. I didn't come up with this, but I wanted to share with you because repetition is the mother of skill, right? There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff in personal development. You could call it this document not correct. I'm probably saying a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it makes sense to you at home, but if you're familiar with the stuff that I've been sharing and teaching. I sort of like teaching, but um, you know, the people say life's short, right? You got to do things because life is not forever, right? We don't live forever. Our soul is permanent. There's no problem that's permanent. Only your soul is permanent. I didn't invent this phrase, but it's really important to know that because people get into these patterns of what's called learned helplessness. I'm not a psychologist, but this is a really important pattern, right? Is realizing no problem is permanent, only your soul is permanent. Meaning, you know, people get into helplessness because they think a problem is permanent when it's not, right? Like they've shown studies on animals doing this, like if a dog, like monkeys, but basically, the point is, no problem is permanent, only your soul is permanent. No, no, things are not personal, right? Like there's three patterns, three P's, which if you do these three, you get into learn helplessness. So don't do this. Like if I had known this sooner, this would help me massively. But I'm sharing this for you. I didn't invent this, but they think a problem is permanent, right? The way to get out of that is no problem is permanent, only your soul is permanent. They think the problem is personal. You think it's about like rarely is it ever about you. If you have a problem with someone, it's rarely ever about you. They're trying to meet their own needs, right? So you know most people, usually you're not that important, right? They're trying to meet their own needs. Just remember, it's not about you, right? It's rarely ever about you, and it's not personal. It's not about you. It's hard to change it, right? It's easier to change a pattern, right? It's not about you. Just don't. And anyway, the last one is pervasiveness. They think a problem is pervasive. So example is they think, oh, they got poor finances, so their life is ruined, right? So it's not pervasive. So you don't want that kind of logic. So is realizing that it's not pervasive. Even if you have bad finances, you can still have a great health. You still have great relationships, right? They think, oh, they have got a bad relationship, so the rest of the life is screwed up. So basically, these are the patterns that people go through, but it's just realizing it's not pervasive, right? Otherwise, you get into blend. I'm not a psychologist, but just knowing it, you can interrupt the pattern, right? But the way, so once once you're aware of it, you got a better chance of interrupting the pattern, right? Because just awareness alone sometimes can help. I don't know how true that is, but basically, what you have to do is you recognize it's a pattern, right? If you think it's you, it's hard to change. So interrupt the pattern by going something like erase or doing something like that. Like to interrupt the pattern, you want to knock it out and replace it, right? Knock it out and replace it. Knock out the pattern, replace it with a new one, right? Because even if you just interrupt the pattern enough, like then you'll be able to change your state. But you'll be able to change, right? You want to kill the monster while it's little, right? When you should kill a monster while it's a baby monster, right? When it's a speck, right? Knock it out, replace it. So I hope that's made some sense. So basically, we all know our patterns, right? But sometimes we have patterns with ourselves, but also patterns when we come together with different persons, right? Anytime you you interact with another human being. So anyway, this is very personal development stuff. This is more better if I was teaching in a seminar or I was coaching someone or something. So anyway, I'm gonna go into my documentation, or not documentation, but basically, you know, um, I hope that's. Oh yeah, and also there's stuff like fulfillment. You can achieve and not be fulfilled because fulfillment doesn't come from getting things. You know, other people say it's not what you get that makes you happy; it's who you become. It doesn't come from getting things. It comes from growing and giving, right? So I really don't know how to do it. Growing and giving is so true, right? You must grow. You must contribute beyond yourself. Otherwise, life doesn't feel as meaningful. Um, and life is short, so the things you want to do, ideally you do them now. I don't know if I'm the best example, but don't wait till someday you become happy, right? Like it's what society, I think Western society, but society in general teach you. You don't wait till someday. You do the things today because you don't know when, you don't know how life is gonna go. Like things are gonna happen in life that you didn't expect. But anyway, but just realize it's not permanent. There's always so many tools like state change and meaning change. Like you're in control of the meaning, right? It's not what happens, but the meaning. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying life. Hope you guys are doing well. So thank you guys for watching so far, and I hope this has somewhat helped you. Thank you.